Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. I get sent pictures, videos, emails, and links. And if you would like to send me something for a video, my email's in the description box below. So I have some pictures that I'm going to be showing you that was sent in by a community member. And they're more like screenshots that she took, and she felt that they were extremely important that get out to the community. Okay. So this first one says, um, breaking. A substantial blast followed by a massive fire occurred at the Feathercrest Farm Chicken Plant in Bryan, and Bryan is Bryan, Texas. Emergency responders, including multiple fire departments and firefighters, are actively addressing the situation. So here is the first screenshot. And here's the second screenshot that she sent. It says Kaiser Permanente, headquartered in Oakland, California, is reportedly warning its employees to eat inside as crime continues to hurt businesses across the city. The warning, based on a memo, reportedly told Kaiser employees to stay in their buildings for lunch after a string of, and it just says show more. So here's this screenshot. And then this screenshot says, new. 3 suspects have been arrested after they stole mail and nearly ran over a postal worker in California, only in California. This incident happened in Fullerton, where 3 males went to the rear dock at the post office and snatched a bin with hundreds of pieces of mail. What? One question. What's going on? If anyone has the answer to my logical, rational question, please just answer me. If you don't want to do it in the comments section, I understand. Email me. Just answer me. What's going on? Seriously. Okay, so here's an email from a community member along with some pictures that she sent in. She said, "Good morning. I just had an experience with AI." Oh, good Lord, tell. She said, "Trying to apply for a job at a school district to work in the cafeteria. I remember this one lunch lady when I was a kid, and her name was Dolly. Oh, God, do I remember her? She was such a beautiful soul. Oh, God, do I miss her. Oh. And every time you would finish eating your lunch and you would put your tray next to, the on the roller cart, she would always say, 'You're a winner.'" Oh, wow, I miss her. So anyway, she said, "I had to answer some questions in the chat box. AI's name was Dexi, Dexi. I was not able to even fill out an application first. Then it scheduled a time for a phone interview. Then it gave me a link to fill out an application. I had an interview on Thursday, February 1st at 9 a.m. Then it automatically canceled it via text and rescheduled it. This was before I even clicked the link to open the application. So I asked AI, why was my appointments rescheduled, to see what it would say. And then it told me I was no longer qualified for the position. Then told me it would ask to reschedule the appointment. I took photos with my phone. Sorry, it's a little grainy. AI can go and take a hike and quit interfering in our lives in all places that it is inferring. Dear Lord, let's look. You know, Dexy. Rejected means that you are no longer considered for your desired role. You know what, Dexy? You're rejected too. Okay, so here are some things that were brought to my attention. So I was going to bring it to your attention. And when I looked this one thing up, I was like, that happened last year. I don't know why it's just now being reported. because I reported on it when it happened last year. Apparently, they're still reporting on the fact that there is a rapid rise in the Europe's Union's alert on the presence of pesticides residue in rice consignments from India. But detection of some of the critical chemicals in each consignment has decreased between 2021 and 2023. And this was reported in November of last year, of 2023, and I reported on it. But now apparently some people are just now getting around to reporting it. And I'm like, okay. So a community member brought it to my attention, and I'm like, wow, all right, well, I'll bring it up again, in case, because in case anybody doesn't really know, India, they do a lot of export of basmati rice. Basmati rice is actually, I kind of really like basmati rice, but anyway, it's neither here nor there. But yeah, they do a lot of exportation of basmati, and so apparently there's a lot of chemicals and pesticides and stuff like that. So I wanted to bring it to your attention just in case you didn't know, or maybe you didn't remember. Okay. So here's something else that's going on, and I knew about this because of my son. Remember with the UPS strike, right? And they were striking because the full timers were striking because they felt that the part timers weren't getting enough pay, and they felt that it wasn't fair, and this, and that, and the other, right? Well, my son, he's been working for FedEx for quite a while, and UPS had actually confronted my son because, I guess like they have like their own rumor mill, UPS and FedEx, they have like their own rumor mill. And they know who's who and like who's like the fastest and the best. And, when it comes to their drivers and deliveries and blah, 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 blah. Well, one of the supervisors, they had seen my son because my son used to be stationed at the mall here in Tampa. And he doesn't do the mall anymore. He does residential now, but he used to just do businesses. So anyway, he was confronted by a supervisor by UPS, and he said, we heard, about your stats and how many boxes you deliver every single hour, and this, that, and the other. And they said, we really want to hire you. And this was right after the strike had ended. And my son said, well, thank you, but I really kind of like working for FedEx. So here we are now. They are now laying off 12,000 employees. After that massive year over year, there's a decline now in revenue, and the workforce reduction is part of an effort to align resources for this year, and will save the company $1 billion because, why? Because of that strike, because everybody wanted the raises for the part-timers because they only thought it was fair. Well, when UPS delivery guys, okay, when they're making, after so long of working there, like after like I think it's 2 years, when they're making $130,000 a year, okay, that's a little much, okay? Because my son, he works for FedEx, like I said. He makes a little insider here. Andrew makes 52 a year, okay? And Andrew, he's home by 2 o'clock every single day. He's home early enough to get the kids off the bus, bring them home, dinner's done, homework, bath, bed, good night. That's it. You know what I mean? And Andrew's like, wow, Mom, I'm really glad I said no to that UPS supervisor, the UPS supervisor, because I would have been out of a job, because they're going to go by seniority, So that's a little, something that you guys might want to have known about, because there's more than a $9 billion decline in revenue with UPS. Yeah. Sad to say, but it's true. So here's an email from a community member along with some pictures. She said, I went to Albertsons on Tuesday, January 30th. I needed to get some Pepsid AC. I rarely go down this aisle at Albertsons, but I saw a bunch of temporarily out of stock labels. Temporarily out of stock would be for the Pepsid and Tylenol and various items. So I took photos. I noticed there was a sign for limit on children cold and flu med for to 4 items that may have been there all winter. I don't know, but I took a photo of that anyway. Thanks, sweetie. Thank you. Appreciate it. So here is from a community member an email and some pictures. This is on for your first aid kits. She said, I watched your video this morning on emergency food stockpile, which was awesome as usual. Well, thank you. But a suggestion for our personal health teeth cleaning kits. Yes, girl. Yes. Especially if you're going through what I'm going through right now. Okay. Remember when we were kids? And their fix, the dentist's fix on everything, especially if you have a cavity, is the mercury filling. Okay. Well, I don't know if you guys are going through it, but I know I'm going through it. The mercury filling is now falling out. It's cracking my teeth, like my molars, right? And now I have a huge hole in my one molar right here. And I'm like, thank God for clove oil until I can get to the dentist. Yeah. So my one molar right here is cracked, and I have a huge hole going. And every time, like, if food even goes on this side right here, because the root is exposed. Oh my God, it is like you want to talk about my head hits the ceiling. It's terrible. So she said, eye wash kits, ingrown toenail nail kits. I hope this helps. And of course, I always think outside the box. Absolutely, girl. What? You have to. God bless. Pray for Israel. Suggestion. I found great deals on Amazon. Laugh out loud. I always find great deals on Amazon. Who doesn't? And I was canning again. I was. And I found a way to put pancakes in a jar. We did. So my new obsession is putting breakfast in a jar. So here's my new rebel canning obsession. And my favorite cake, angel food cake. Hmm. Yeah. So we now have angel food cake in a jar. Mhm. Yum, yum, yum. All right, guys, that's all for this video. I will see you guys in the next one, okay? You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.